Hey guys, today we are here with Daryl French, and we will talk about what does it mean and how can you get a pre-approval when you're changing jobs, right? So there's a whole bunch of stuff. So
Yep.
let's get into it. We have when you're an employee and then when you are self-employed. So let's start with the employee.
So if you're an employee, that's easier. So with an employee, a lot of people think that they have to have been a year or 2 years on the job. That's not the case with most new jobs. If you've got guaranteed hours, so if you've got casual hours or your fill-in hours, things like that, it's different. But if you've got guaranteed hours, as long as we have a letter of employment and a pay stub, we can start using your employment right away. Okay, so you do have to have started and got at least one pay stub. If you've got casual hours, so if you're just working part-time and your hours vary, you don't have guaranteed hours, then we do need a 2-year average. Okay, we can get some exceptions for a 1-year average, but more often than not, we need a 2-year average.
Okay, and how does it work when you're self-employed?
Yeah, so two parts of that. So a lot of times we'll get self-employed people that have been working for somebody and then they go out on their own. So they're basically doing the same industry. Okay, there's a couple of things there. Ideally, lenders want to see a 2-year average of business for self-income. If we've got contracts or if we can show 12 months worth of filed taxes, we can get exceptions on that. So with the self-employed, it does take a little bit more paperwork, but there's lots of different options out there depending on what clients are looking for. Another thing I always tell, especially with self-employed people, a lot of them try to write off as many expenses as possible. You would understand this, right? You don't want to pay tax man any more than you have to. I always tell people, you will either have to pay the tax man or you pay the higher mortgage rate. Okay, but a lot of times I sit down and work with people and show them if they can reduce their income to a category that drops them by 5-10% in taxes. Sometimes they're actually better off to reduce their income, pay less income tax, and pay a little bit higher and go under a self-employed program or something like that with a little bit higher interest rates. So it's worth kind of sitting down and looking at the different numbers, looking at the different options to see what suits everybody best.
Right, and if anyone else is thinking and not sure, has any questions, where they can contact you?
Best number, Daryl French, 250-470-8843.
Thank you.